Hello, everybody. It's week 16, Chicks with Picks. Kayla is out, as I predicted. It was like she's probably going to get a cold, in quotes, because baby Bryce lost. The Cowboys got shellacked. None of her teams did very good. And suddenly, the cough. Oh, yeah, Brandon Aubrey missed 2 kicks. And I was like, oh, I can feel that that tightness in the chest coming. That chest cough is going to be coming for Kayla. She's not going to be able to make the show because her boys not so much. But what's funny is that her Chargers did win, and they also killed Patrick Mahomes, which I would have thought would have gotten her off her deathbed to come in here and gloat and celebrate. Because she was just like, yeah,
they're done.
She was like you complaining about me being happy about the Patriots' perfect season is hypocritical because we hate the Chiefs. It's like, there's a difference. We all hate the Chiefs. Only you are the weirdo who hates the Patriots in this room. Like, I get it. Like, nationally, people hate the Patriots, and I understand that. But if I was in a group of Patriot-loving people, I wouldn't be poking and jabbing at them and going, by the way, I'm a Patriot hater, boo, boo, boo. And it's like, okay, well, great. But,
well, I would.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You are not Scarlett and VRon's bestie. You're not one of... you're not.
Oh my God, I'm not.
Christina just turns her camera off, leaves the show. Like, no, I didn't mean it that way. I'm so sorry. Beans.
We have to include that beep close for technical difficulties.
Yeah, the Simpsons drunk cameraman graphic. Yeah, all of that.
It's okay because I have my comfort dog here, so
you get your comfort dog. You have your army of comfort chicks. You have all the accoutrement. But yeah. So last week sucked. Patriots lost after going up 1 million on the Bills. That was very outrageous.
Yeah, it was a painful game to watch.
It was. It was an incredibly painful game to watch. I felt it coming a mile away. It was very annoying. Like when the Patriots were up 21-0, I had no joy. I'm like, this is a very fragile lead. 21's not much.
Yeah.
And then I was proven right, which was very aggravating. But I still feel like the Bills media hype train is kind of egregious because it was a close game. Could have gone either way. Bills got it. Good on them. But at this point in the AFC, I feel like the Broncos being the 1 seed is really important for them because Denver's a shitty place to play with the thin air and all that good stuff. And I feel like Denver is legitimately a strong favorite to win the AFC at this point. And I feel like if I was going to rank the top 3, it would probably be like Denver, then Buffalo or New England, and tie. And then my other team would be the Texans. I think they're just scary as hell. They got a great defense. They got their quarterback back this week. Recently, CJ Stroud. I think the Texans could go on a run. It'd be crazy, which is annoying to me because, as Scarlett knows, the dream team to win the Super Bowl every year is the Jacksonville Jaguars because they are owned by the rival wrestling company, not the big one. They're not owned by WWE. They're owned by AEW. And if they won the Super Bowl, WWE would not send them a commemorative belt. Oh. It would be very funny to see them not with the title. You wouldn't have Triple H sending a message like, congrats to the Jaguars for being the best in the NFL or any of that stuff. They would have so much AEW branding on all their title stuff. It would be hilarious. And that is one of our big games this week is the Jaguars and the Broncos, which I think is a very interesting, very crazy matchup that I'll be rooting for. But Jacksonville's just been they got 1 million wins. I don't know how they've obtained those 1 million wins. They beat the Chiefs because they got a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. And do any of you remember when the game was on the line? Trevor Lawrence took the snap, fell down, got up, fell down again, and then got up and fell in for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was great.
The most athletic play in the history of the NFL. And it's just
that was somehow the number one ESPN top 10 and not top 10.
Right. Exactly. Yes. It was like, look at this bumbling moron, and then he scores the game-winning touchdown while being a bumbling moron. It was incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was the best.
So my folks have been kicked out of the playoffs now, and I haven't picked the playoff team because now I have to pick an alternate, right?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be whoever beats the Eagles, but we'll see. But I would like to give a shout out to Young Ho Koo. Yeah, because bang up job, dude. Awesome. Missing those field goals left. Yeah. Speaking of kickers,
stabbing his foot into the ground instead of kicking the ball. Yeah, that was
yes.
That was the height of comedy.
He has been on a streak for the past couple weeks, and so now he's looking for a job. But I just, thanks for giving us a win a week too late.
That's the thing that's so wild to me about the NFL is I can understand how we have bad quarterbacks because that is an incredibly complicated position to play. But there should be 32 human beings on Earth who can kick a ball. I would think that that's a thing. We should have 32 people on Earth that can do that can consistently kick a ball from 45 yards away and have it go through the uprights. This shouldn't be so hard that we have 6 to 10 teams every year where their guy trots out for a field goal and the broadcaster's like, oh, Bob, this guy's pretty shaky this year. It's like, how? How is that a possibility? If this guy's shaky, guess what? Fire him. There's somebody waiting by a phone that will come in and kick the ball effectively for you.
I honestly think that it's propaganda that they have a separate guy just for that. Because with all the athletes that are on that team, there is more than one dude that could kick, right? They could trot out a different dude every kick and kick that ball.
Right.
I mean, and yes, there's some skill. You got to know how to kick. But if they can learn the routes and the running and timing the passes and, all the things that they have to learn, and even, obviously like Tressway or, whoever, if they can learn all of that stuff, they can learn how to kick.
So here's my thought. I may have said this last year on the pod, but who cares? Recycled content is the best content. When you score a touchdown, it just said Scarlett stopped recording. There she went. There she went. Okay.
He's right next to the internet. I don't get it.
That was me. I DDoSed her because she's not my best friend.
Oh,
fair. Okay. Your vengeance has been claimed.
Respect.
Funny that the Die of Destiny lived through it.
She's back.
Yay!
There we go.
Yay!
And let that be a lesson.
Yes. Yeah. So, what I was going to say is, when a player scores a touchdown, like they should spot the ball on the 2-yard line, and then that player has to kick the extra point. There's no rush because I don't want a skill player getting a punt blocked and breaking their leg because that would be a disaster. But basically the offense snaps the ball back to them, and then they have like 2 or 3 seconds to strike the ball, or the play is considered dead. They missed the kick,
like a free kick.
Kick, exactly. And it would be a free kick, and it would be so awesome because that certain guys wouldn't be able to do it, and they would score a touchdown, and then the team would be compelled to go for 2 because they know the guy isn't going to make the extra point. It would be like, oh, and Stephon Diggs gets a touchdown for the Patriots, and now they have to go for 2 because Diggs can't kick extra points. He really sucks at it. And it should be this like funny thing where like now the team is like scheming, and it's like, do you throw it to him in the end zone? Because if you do, you don't get the 7th point, basically. Oh no. I think that'd be like a nice can of worms to open for teams. It would give more complexity to the game.
That would be fun.
Yeah. I want make it take it rules for the extra point. I think that would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what do you think about the gotta warn everybody you're doing an onside kick thing?
Well, that's because the onside kick has changed so much that you can't not warn them because you have to position everybody differently for the onsides. What I think they should do is the 4th and 15 rule that they've been proposing a bunch, where instead of going for an onside kick, you get the ball on your own 30-yard line and it's 4th and 15. So if you convert it, you get a first down and you start the drive. And if you don't convert it, it's a turnover on downs. Because the onside kick is so hard to recover anyways, it's probably just the same thing as a 4th and 15. And people have talked about how that play should be a live play. So if you throw a touchdown on that play, you just score a touchdown. So I think that'd be like a really interesting way of like handling it, because the current like 8% success rate on onside kicks makes that play really undramatic and kind of a waste of everybody's time, because you're just not going to recover it. It's just crummy. And
it's kind of the Hail Mary of a kick, because it's just
it's total desperation. And it's just really, I mean, on the one hand, I understand where the NFL is, because you kind of want the team that's been winning the whole way to like not lose on a lucky fluke play. But on the other hand, having no drama in the onsides kick is just, well, game's over now. The only thing I remember, go ahead.
Given the low success rate, I don't understand why any team ever really chooses to do that, because then you end up with them like right on the, way up in your territory. And
well, usually you do it because if you don't, the other team's in victory formation and they just run the clock out and win the game. So you're just onsidesing because you have to. Like it's either onsides or lose. So you just onsides and then you don't get it. The only thing I remember happening that was like remotely interesting, I think it was the Falcons had scored a touchdown and they were down 1. They missed the extra point. So they had to onsides. And I think it was Diggs, hilariously enough, the guy I just crushed for hypothetically being bad at kicking extra points. I think Diggs caught the onsides kick, but he caught it like jumping in the air, and a Falcon like just absolutely destroyed him. It was an incredibly hard hit. It was like, man, that sucked.
I was fully waiting for Mike to be like, and a Falcon just swooped down and like took the ball, and I'm like, oh,
yes, because the NFL is an anime. That's
not a bird.
Yes. No, it was just it was like, man, because every other onsides kick, the ball just bounces, guy falls on it, someone touches him, they're really sad, game's over. It was like our guy caught it and immediately helmet in the ribs, pile driven into the mat. It was like, ooh, oh man, he's gonna feel that one tomorrow.
That's gonna hurt.
Yes, it was just like fuck. It was like, damn, maybe just give him the ball next time. Don't go through that for yourself. Holy shit! But yeah, that was not great. But anyhow, that's so. Christina, what is your hypothetical Super Bowl matchup right now? Like, what would you think is what's going to be the Super Bowl like in the future? How do you project it?
I mean, I don't know. I thought the Colts had a shot, but now they're kind of
they're dead. Don't even worry. They're not even making the playoffs. You don't have to worry about the Colts.
No. I mean, the Chargers look nice. I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, Philly has a shot. And I say unfortunately, not. I mean, when the Patriots were going to the Super Bowl, I would root for Philly because.
Man,
which is totally against the code, but however, I don't want them to be a dynasty either. So I just, I'm not sure. There's some NFC North activity. I don't know. I just don't know. I haven't been watching enough alternate games this year to really have a good feel for it.
Totally understandable. That's totally fair. I'm really hopeful that this Thursday game, Seattle wins and turns the NFC into absolute nonsense. Cause like, I know the Rams lost to Carolina, but then they looked good and everyone's anointing the Rams as the NFC representative. And I just really want Seattle to beat them and to be just an absolute crapshoot on both sides. Because Denver's going to be the 1 seed, I think, unless a miracle happens. But would I be surprised if Denver lost? No, absolutely not. So I'm kind of hoping that's the way for both sides. Because if the Rams were the 1 seed, I feel like the Rams just go to the bowl. So unlike Kayla, who had the realistic Super Bowl of Buffalo, Carolina last time she was on the pod, and I was like, Carolina, realistic, and she said something about baby Bryce, and I was like, okay, I can't win this argument. Baby Bryce is the baby, so. But anyhow, moving swiftly along, let's look at some games for next week. And that starts on Thursday night, where we have the Rams at the Seahawks. And the Rams are a 1.5 point underdog, and the total is 42.5. And Devontae Adams is probably not going to play this week. He's hurt. He's the second best receiver on the Rams. Their best receiver, Puka Nacua, apparently was trying to get some right-wing streamers into the Rams facility to record some podcasts or streaming content today, which was really wild. So, it's really good 24 hours away from the biggest game of the year. Your best receivers trying to podcast on company property. So that's really strange. I don't know.
Nazis.
Yeah, Nazis. It was like Aiden Ross and somebody else.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not great. Not great. So, Puka Nacua, bonehead. We've learned that. This game is really nuts. I like Seattle mostly because I like the home team on Thursday nights, because that game is a really crappy game to play, and it probably is an even crappier game to play on the road, where you get home for a couple days and then you're on a plane and then you're in another city and now you're playing a very physical, brutal game with a crowd of people that wants you to die. So I'm going to take the Seahawks. I'm going to take the under and hope that's how it shakes out. So we just have absolutely no idea who's going to the Super Bowl in either conference. What do you think about this silly game, Christina?
That's fun.
Yes.
I'm going to take the Seahawks, and I'm going to go over because it's a Thursday night game. And I think that there's going to be some pretty heavy competition. But I do think we're going to see some scores.
I hope not. My opponent in fantasy's got the Seattle receiver JSN, and he's got the Rams quarterback. So I really need that. I need a nice rainstorm to just ruin the game.
You need some interceptions, or?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Stafford just throws all the interceptions in the world. I'll be great. That's the dream. Randomizer, pick the Rams. Make us angry.
The randomizer went and picked my future brother-in-law.
Aww.
Wow.
Aww.
It was very thoughtful for once.
It was. It's a very caring randomizer. It
was
knows.
Make sure you invite me to the wedding.
Yes. Okay. Die, help us out here. Let's go with the Seahawks one time in your die life.
9.
Rams, boo. And the total. Hard over.
17.
Hard over. So the Rams are winning, and I'm losing my fantasy matchup. Man, that's just mean. Can't wait for this all to come together at the end, as VRon's going to tell us.
VRon's not going to let you skip her this time.
No, I'm not. She was punching the camera. She was punching me through the camera. Okay.
She's ready.
You're going to know real fast.
You're going to know real fast?
Oh my God, they're ugly sweaters.
Yes, of course. Well, that's VRon. That's VRon's forte. This is what she's very good at.
Right?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh God, that is a beautiful ugly sweater.
Just wait.
We're gonna when one of us wins Powerball, we're gonna have to go to Etsy and have someone make all your ugly sweaters from this week's art to wear on the pod.
I'm gonna have to design ugly sweaters for everyone.
Yes. Okay. And
maybe that'll be my next project for the gram, is to do. I got a list of projects to do an ugly sweater for every team.
They had ugly sweater cookie kits at Aldi the other day, and I was like, ooh.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. This brings us to Christina's terrible team because she hasn't picked a new team to jump to. So we've got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Commanders. Philly is a scant 6.5 point favorite. Total's 44.5. Think this is too many points for the Eagles because they're erratic as hell. So I'm going to go Washington in the under. I'm going to say this is going to be a kind of a rock fight, and it's going to be interesting. I don't like hate the Eagles or anything, but if they lost, I wouldn't shed any tears.
So I believe if Philly wins, they eliminate the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yep.
Yeah. And I guess they don't even said the NFC East wouldn't even have a wild card then at that point. I don't know. We got Ertz out. We got Mariota. The quarterback situation, they're kind of interchangeable to me at this point.
Yeah.
I think you're right, though. I think Philly's going to have trouble with the spread. It's probably going to be one of those dumbass losses in overtime again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They get out there and they're 3 points from the win and, throw an interception because that's what they do. But
yes.
Our freaking what's his name? Bill loses the ball.
Yes.
He's great when he keeps a hold of the ball, but other than that,
yeah.
And I think it's probably going to be. What was the point? What was the
44.5?
I'm gonna go over.
Okay. Commanders and the over. And that brings us to the randomizer, who's going to pick the Eagles, because randomizers are a prick.
You got it.
Hey.
I'm so good at this. I'm so good at knowing the randomizer's evil.
Right?
Judging by the volume level, the chickens also pick the Eagles. Just
yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
They're sticking with bird kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're following they're supporting their fellow raptors.
Exactly.
They all got loud.
Yeah. And then they shut up once we brought that up. We were like, yeah, you're back in the Eagles. And the chicks were like, no, we don't know what you're talking about.
I wasn't paying attention when we were talking about the Seahawks either, so I don't know what they said about that. But
yes. Yeah. Well, the Seahawks aren't even a real animal, so it's
true.
Okay. Randomizer. Now the die. Let's go.
I wish I could turn this thing around easily because the chicken just looked up over its cage at me like, "Are you talking about us?"
Okay, the die picked the Eagles like a prick, and the total. Slightly over, barely. Okie dokie.
The chickens are carrying the podcast right now.
Yeah, always.
Yes. They're the soothing background noise of the pod. Okay, let's see some ugly sweaters in Eagle and Commander. Well, this is Christmas.
Gosh,
this
I didn't
is
even realize
burgundy.
she rolled twice.
This is burgundy versus green, so it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, actually, it looks pretty good.
Oh, show us.
It's not that bad.
Jesus. I do enjoy the Eagles being kind of just angry and the cherry blossoms above them. That is, but right? I still think that's pretty ugly. So it's good.
And it's on a bunch of W's.
It's on a bunch of W's.
Oh.
I was very confused. You gotta make the W's more bacony, because that's the Washington logo is an aggressively stylized W.
You still give me more credit than I actually need. I don't think I can do that.
You can do the bacon W. I believe in you. It's literally just an extra line. There's nothing to it.
It should be the Washington bacon, because that would go with the whole hogs.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That was they did a commercial with a guy. It was like Pepsi. It was like a Pepsi commercial, and then they said,
"Oh yeah, try the pork.
Try the pork." And then they had the hog commander mascot angry at the idea that his brethren were being feasted upon. And
hold on, Hold on.
Okay. You hear that, chicks? Quiet down.
Oh. Okay.
we've
Is that better?
it's a chick. I saw the chick on it, but anyhow, this brings us to the totally legitimately sick Kayla, cough cough. The battle of her teams. And unfortunately, the Carolina Panthers can't run in here to make it a WWE style 3-way dance. But it is
There's no briefcase.
There's no briefcase. Baby Bryce can't cash in the Money in the Bank and steal a playoff spot. That would be awesome if he could. But the Chargers are on the road playing the Dallas Cowboys. The total's 2.5. The total is 49.5. Vegas expecting some fireworks here. And this is going to be a crazy game. I love the over. I'm gonna take the Chargers just on the principle that they're going to make the playoffs and the Cowboys are not. But if the Cowboys won the game, it wouldn't knock my socks off. So I'm gonna go Chargers, but I'm more aggressively going over. What say you, Christina?
So this is one of those. So the Eagles have to lose and the Cowboys have to win for them to stay in the playoff picture this week.
The Eagles have to. The Eagles have to lose all three, and the Cowboys have to win all three. It's a very ridiculous thing.
Right. So this is basically desperation station for these guys.
Yeah.
And that's going to make them play like shit because that's how Dak usually goes with that stuff. And their defense collapses under the pressure. So the Cowboys are definitely going to lose this one, and I think it's going to be under.
Oh man, I need to save that clip for when Kayla gets back. Oh my god, that was absolute roasting. She just broiled.
These are facts.
Just broiled the Cowboys. Oh my god.
They'll probably do something. They'll probably shoot themselves in the foot too between now and then, and pick up Young Wei Koo or something. So.
You'll cut Brandon Godfrey for Young Wei Koo. Oh, that'd be the great. Kayla would never return to the
Kayla
podcast.
Would hate Jerry
she might not even. She might never leave her house again if that happened. She'd be like.
Well, they're gonna pick him up and make him an offensive lineman. So
yeah, something, anything. Oh my god. So come on, randomizer, go Chargers. Let's kick Kayla while she's down.
Oh, we're kicking Kayla while she's down.
Yes, boom, Chargers. Oh god, fishes.
Were you actually the one making my random choices this week?
I don't know how I've gone 3 for 3 guessing the randomizer. I wish this was a power I could actually use for any legitimate reason. Okay, Di.
You actually hacked my work
in the Powerball.
Yeah,
and you were like,
yeah, I need to hack the Powerball next. Oh my god. Okay, come on, Di. Let's go. Nat 20 for the Chargers. 13. That's good enough for the Chargers. They get it. Yay! Clean sweep. And the total.
Oh.
Boom. Okay.
It's a lot of 13s today.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
And that brings us to the funnest game of the week for me.
Artwork?
No, sweater us, sweater wench.
Artwork is the funnest game of the week.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
See, now if that was like a jammy T-shirt, it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't want it as a sweater. But I wouldn't want it as a sweater.
Yeah.
So
neither would I.
We need to
Kayla.
We need to use we need to use AI to transform your art into T-shirts that we then sell on our website.
Ooh.
That would be properly hideous. That'd be great. Okay, now we can move swiftly along
My sweater.
to the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are a 3-point favorite, and the total is 46.5. And Jacksonville's offense has been cooking. The Jags have been putting up points on people. I know it was the Jets last week, but Trevor Lawrence rotted on my bench in fantasy football, scored 44 fantasy points. So that would have been great if I'd actually played him instead of not playing him and just watching all those points burn. It was great. And I'm taking the Jaguars for the simple reason that I think no one's going to take them. And Denver just had their big dramatic win over Green Bay, and they're going to be like, oh, we did it. We slayed the dragon. And Jacksonville's a bunch of teal wearing morons. They're not a real football team. And then the next thing you know, Trevor Lawrence is falling on the ground and picking himself back up and getting a touchdown, and it's great. And everyone's like, how did the Jaguars win this game? This makes no sense. So I'm going to go Jags and over. I think this is going to be a fun, exciting game where the Jags pull off the mild upset. How much money do I get on that? Plus 136. That's not exactly a huge payout, but yeah. I'm going Jags money line, so I'm not taking the points. Jags money line and over. What say you, Christina?
I'm going to agree with that because when Trevor was here at Clemson and everything, he was very result oriented. He tended to ride the highs. And he's riding last week. And you're right, Denver just, conquered the mountain there. So but yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville and over. And plus, they have better uniforms. So.
Yes, teal is where it's at.
That matters.
I love the fact that you can tell when the Jaguars and the San Jose Sharks were created, because it was definitely in that early '90s period of time where people were like, teal, it's the new hotness. And after that, it was like, ooh, why do we ever do that? And it's like, too late. Those teams are teal now. They'll always be. That's aqua. The Dolphins are aqua. Teal is
aqua. Yeah, the Dolphins are left over from the late '80s orange green aqua.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'll be right back because for some reason this app eats the battery on my laptop and I gotta go get my plug.
Fair.
I understand.
What was I gonna say? Okay, pick the Broncos randomizer. Crush us.
For once, the randomizer was on our side.
Oh, thank you.
Jaguars.
Thank you, randomizer. Oh my God, I'm glad to be wrong.
Right? I guess you didn't go in and hack my random account
did I?
This time.
That was me leaving plausible deniability for my hacking. Okay, come on, Die. Nat 20 for the Jags. You got it in you. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a Nat 1, and I nearly threw my phone across the room. Okay, Broncos. Boo. Okay, and the total. $12, slightly over. And it's time for sweaters.
So, to go along with us booing Denver, since, they have now outranked the Patriots, with how many wins.
Yep.
So they're a dirty, already worn sweater.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. That was very mean-spirited.
So it's just a sweater on the floor.
Let's take that.
With
Broncos.
George
Holy shit. Wow. There was way more lore in that than I expected.
Wow. Now, is there more to it, or is it because it's kind of cut off on the bottom?
No, it's a pile on the floor.
It's a pile on the floor.
Maybe that'll make sense at the end. I don't know. It's a dirty clothes on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. And that brings us to the main event, Sunday Night Football. They flexed this. To Sunday night.
I was actually talking to someone at work about how we were surprised that they didn't also flex this past game, the Bills Patriots one.
I think there's it's a tug of war where the network that has the game can fight to keep it, and they have X number of holds, and then NBC has certain number of takes, and I know week 18, the last week of the season, NBC's just allowed to steal a game, and it just cannot be stopped. And if everything shakes out the way it probably will, week 18 is going to be Ravens Steelers for the division. So it's winner makes the playoffs, loser goes golfing. So that's 95% the NBC game. Otherwise, it's going to be this dog shit game where it's If this team wins, they make the playoffs. If they lose, they don't. Their opponent is terrible. And then there's like the team. They have like a player from the team that would get in if the good team lost, watching the game at home. And by halftime, that guy's already left the room because it's 500-0. And I remember like a million years ago. It was, I forget who the team that got in. It might have been Dallas, but it was like Dallas versus the Eagles, and the Eagles sucked back then. And if the Cowboys lost, the Giants would make the playoffs. And then in the second half, the Eagles benched their quarterback for no reason. It was literally, we are legitimately trying to lose this game for a better draft pick. Fuck you. And the Cowboys won. And then the coach of the Giants, I think he ended up getting fired anyways because his team sucked so much. But the coach of the Giants did his postseason press conference, and he was just literally like blood pouring out of his eyes. And he was like, "What happened on Sunday night is one of the biggest disgraces in NFL history. I have never seen a team do something like that in my life." He was so mad the Eagles just threw that game and gave the Giants no chance of making the playoffs. It was...
From Live Pop, this means just joining us. Sorry.
Okay. Breaking news. Yeah. But
Police are chasing a dump truck, apparently.
Oh, great. But it was just it was like the best and then the Giants coach didn't get, but the Eagles coach got fired because like the Eagles coach was like, "Hey, I made the decision I made, and I will stand by it." And people were like, "His job is totally safe." And then like a day later, like, "No, they fired him." And it was like really funny. It was like, "Oh my god." So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see if NBC gets what they want, which is Lamar Jackson nursing some sort of nebulous injury versus 75-year-old Aaron Rodgers in the battle of suckball teams to win the division. The dream they've been
Speaking
obviously
of
waiting
old
for.
age,
Yes.
that old guy on the Colts?
Phil Rivers, old man Rivers.
Yeah.
Guy who cost me a mountain of money. God, did I bet against him every way you possibly could. And then that prick played representative football, and the Colts almost won that game. And they were like a plus 450 money line underdog, and they almost won outright. I mean, that was the only thing I got right in that game was it stayed under, and that was only because Seattle couldn't score touchdowns. It wasn't that Phil Rivers sucked; it was that Seattle was like, the end zone is scary. It's where ghosts are. We're not going in there. Yeah. So, anyhow, Patriots at the Ravens. The Ravens were a 2.5-point favorite earlier.
Yeah.
They've been bet up to 3. The American public loves themselves some Baltimore Ravens. This is...
I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, Auntie.
She's putting on Ravens glasses? Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah. I don't get it. And I will gladly take the 3 points with the Patriots. They are undefeated on the road. 48.5. Let's have fun. Let's go over. Pat's over. That's where I'm at. Christina, tell us how the Ravens are going to win this game.
The Ravens are going to win because if I don't say that, then the chickens are going to come out here and do like an Alfred Hitchcock on me.
Fair. An excellent excuse. Appreciate you. And the over-under?
What was the
48.5.
Ooh, under.
Snap under. I like that. I like it when people react viscerally to a line. It makes me trust their opinions more. As they say in poker, think long, think wrong. So. Scarlett's smiling too much. I feel like that the randomizer tricked the Patriots. Total misread. Think wrong, think long, think wrong. Ravens.
No, the randomizer really does hate us.
Yes.
They're Team George.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like you had George elf on the shelf over there.
Wait, what?
With the hat and the glasses and everything, the way you were just rocking back, you look like some evil elf on the shelf. Like,
wait. I'll be right back.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Now I'm scared.
Okay, well, let's bang out the die while VRon's off doing whatever adventure she's up to.
Oh, I know exactly what she's doing.
Nat 20 for the Pats. Let's go. Ah, the 20 was right there.
I know.
Ravens. God damn it. And the total.
The chickens are now doing Morse code. I don't know if anybody knows Morse code.
Oh, the overlock.
I did one roll earlier.
Nope. God damn it.
That's going to be a crazy game, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a shootout now. Oh, that reminds me. I got to look at this.
That didn't really work.
You can't really see his face.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear God. Wow. Is that Terrorizer or is that Beetlejuice or something?
That's the Fiend.
Oh,
That's the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Oh, my God.
He's the Fiend on the scene.
The Fiend on the scene. Oh, God.
I put the bow on him. He didn't come with the bow. He was it last year he was part of my ugly sweater?
I believe so.
Yeah, I wore him all day to work. We just hung out.
So last week,
everyone's like, "What the heck is that?"
So last week, the randomizer Nat won the Colts game and was right, and it also Nat won the Broncos-Packers game and was wrong. So the power rolls was 50-50. So Up your game, Die. Up your game. So now this is normally where we would say bye. VRon would show us some more sweaters. That would be the end of the show. After that, we'd say bye, Mark, and all that other good stuff. So first, VRon, sweater us.
This is probably my favorite one. It's a vest.
I see that. It is a powerful vest with the Patriot on a sleeve.
Oh my!
That is elaborate. That looks like a Pokemon. It looks like that black and gold dog Pokemon. I can't think of his name, but yeah, that is mildly terrifying. Like if you were in a dark room and I could see that sweater, I'd be like, "Oh shit, I'm about to get got."
And then here's the closet.
So what we need to do now is we need to have Mark Photoshop Jimmy G wearing all four of these, and not the one on the ground.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Or at least just this one.
Yeah.
The Rams one.
Right.
Yeah. He could wear the Patriots one.
True. He could.
Let's be fair. You wouldn't even know who he was if you didn't follow the Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Definitely wouldn't know.
1, 2, 3. Okay. So as I was saying before, yep. So as I was saying before, this would normally be the time where we'd wave bye to Mark and the show would be over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But DraftKings is doing a ridiculous lottery on their website where you can pick the first person to score a goal on the 7:00 Thursday night hockey games. And if you do pick that number right, if you pick that person right, you win a share of $250,000. And last week, 3 whole people picked the right guy and got $83,000 in bonus bets from this thing. And the week before that,
hockey though?
Yes, it's hockey. And the week before that,
okay.
18 people picked one guy and they all got $13,000 in bonus bets. So it turns out there's 6 games at 7:00 tomorrow. So just break out the D6, the regular D6, Scarlett, and let's bang that right now.
All right.
Here we go. The D6 to pick the game that we're going to pick the icebreaker on.
Game 6.
Game 6, the last game. And game 6 on the schedule is the Minnesota Wild versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. So I'm going to write that down in my notes.
Wow.
That's the game we're picking.
Those
which
are some
is
names.
Blue Jackets Wild. Okay. Blue Jackets and Wild. I don't think they're going to have the stats up for the game. So we'll have to pencil this in tomorrow. So now, when I looked at the first goal scorer chart, it offered 38 different players. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a D4 for the tens digit and a D10 for the ones digit. And if you end up at 39 or 40, we will re-roll. So
Is this the
yeah,
4?
the D4. And so the top number is the number that it lands on. The other way you can figure out what the roll is you pick it up and look at the bottom. The number that's missing is the number you rolled.
Okay.
Yep.
How do we want to? Which one do we want to do?
So you roll the D4 first.
Okay.
So that's going to be our tens digit. So it's either going to be like the first, second, third, or fourth group, 1 through 38.
Okay. So we pick which one?
So the top are all the top numbers on all sides the same?
I guess that's a good thing to figure out. Yes. It was a 2.
2. Okay, so we are in the second group. Okay, and now we roll the D10.
It's a 12.
No, the
Wait,
D10.
I got the wrong one.
Yes, D10 rolling a 12 would be really weird. If that guy ends up scoring the goal.
I found it.
There we go. Yep.
Do that again.
Yep. D10.
It's a 1.
1. Okay. So basically, when I go through the chart, it's going to be the 11th player because we have to knock off one number from the D4 because otherwise it would make no sense. So tomorrow on the icebreaker, I'm going to scroll down and pick the 11th player they offer for the icebreaker, and that is going to be the selection. Just an absolute dartboard nonsense play. I'm gonna see if they're offering the icebreaker right now because they usually only offer it the day of. But if they offer it now, we can have our name. So here we go. Nope, I don't see icebreaker being listed anywhere because they hate fun. Although DraftKings does own Jack Pocket, so they are selling me Powerball tickets on their website now. They're like, buy your Powerball tickets now because, like, it's $1.25 billion.
So insane.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit better. What'd you say? Oh, yeah.
I said, if I win, there will be signs.
Oh.
So I can't even bet on that stuff here.
What'd you say?
I can't even bet on that stuff here. But if I walk out in my backyard and I go all the way down to the creek, that's the property line, and I jump over it, then I can bet.
Oh, you cross over to a legalized gambling state? That's awesome. That's hilarious. That was because Massachusetts for many years decided to put itself like in a pincer where New Hampshire had legalized sports betting and Rhode Island and Connecticut had legalized sports betting. And I live like 25 minutes from the New Hampshire border. So if I needed to bet a game and I wasn't at work, I would just drive up, bet, drive back. I'd be like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, here you can bet on measles.
Oh, yeah. Take the over on measles. Thanks to our esteemed president, measles is very popular. It's a winning play right now. The measles. Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte's getting ready to ban people from coming up there because
I would believe so. Measles. I would believe so. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully we've either won Powerball or the icebreaker and have tales of fantastic fortune to share next week. VRon is freaking out with Bray Wyatt. This is terrifying, so we're going to leave now. Bye, Mark. Bye.
Bye,
Mark.
Bye, Mark.